Good afternoon, Adrienne. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. I'm so happy that you were able to take a moment out of your busy day. I wanted to kind of get on with you and just talk about some of the amazing results that you've gotten. And I want to just share that with everybody who can hear, so that we can inspire more people to like live in a healthy lifestyle. Now, over the past 4 months, we've been kind of tracking your progress, and you've lost 13.6 pounds of body fat. And I want to commend you for that. First of all, great job. I know it. I know it all didn't come at one time, but I want to definitely emphasize the fact that you lost body fat and you didn't just lose weight, which is a huge difference in someone that just loses weight and focuses on that, as someone that loses the right kind of weight. So I want to hit on that first of all and commend you for that. And I just want to ask you a few questions because we're looking to just spread the sense of the value of a healthy life and the quality of life and everything like that you get from being fit. What what were you doing before you began your journey 4 months ago? What were you doing?
Yeah, so before August of last year, so 2022, I think I was stuck in this funk. And I think there were two funks going on. One, we've been doing this COVID pandemic for a while. I've been working from home the whole time, so just not moving as much, and everything was just so crazy. And then I also had the mom funk going on where I've been taking care of my kids, I'm taking care of everybody else. And then at the end of the day, I'm not taking care of myself. So I
Right.
just caught myself. I was like, oh my gosh, this has got to change, so it is time
Yeah.
to take care of myself and prioritize me so that I have the energy to play with my kids and I can be around longer and things like that. So all of that just kind of came to a head, and I'm glad it did because it has just gotten so much better since then.
Yeah, yeah, the all the benefits that come with being healthier. Like now, did the progress all come at once, or was it a journey? Or just talk to me a little bit about that. Just how that has come about.
Well, and I think of progress in several different ways. Like I have, several different reasons that I want to do this. And some of them were immediate, like the brain fog, that went away pretty quickly. Sleeping better, that started happening pretty soon.
Yeah.
Um, and just having more energy, like that happened pretty quick. So those were some benefits that I saw pretty quickly. Now, this wasn't like The Biggest Loser, that TV show from a while ago where the weight
Oh
just
yeah,
falls
I
off
remember that.
overnight. Yeah. So I mean the scale hasn't necessarily, I mean, I didn't lose all this in a month, and I don't think I should lose it in a month.
Right, right.
So it's been kind of a slow and steady decrease. But all of my other reasons for doing this have happened a little bit quicker.
Right, right. And that's a good point you hit on, because when you lose it all at once, it's easier to gain it back. It's easier to put it back on because you're not that far and you haven't really given yourself time to develop habits. And that comes over time. And I just feel that the way that you did it, slow but surely, now you can keep it because you didn't just jump there in a month, and that's another real reason behind the accountability, doing it over time and being able to stay focused over time. Now, what impact did like the accountability aspect have on you when it came to like just being consistent over time? Like, did support help you, or did you know
Yeah. So, what I love with the accountability with this program is I feel like there's kind of two components to it. One is, we all work out together in classes as a group. We have our group message, our group chat on Facebook, and together, we are all trying to be healthy. But then when you get into the details of how we do that, like the conversations you and I've had has been, for me, I need to increase my steps. I wanted to track my food, but I didn't want to use an app because I like pencil and paper. So there's a few other ways for me to stay accountable that works for me and my pencil and my paper, whereas for somebody else, they may have different little goals. So I
Right.
like the part where together we do the classes, together we're on the same journey, but we have kind of individual different ways of getting there for what works best for us.
Right.
So that's kind of my favorite part. And I like the teamwork. Like I like being a part of a group, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, there's just a way that I want to do this,
Yeah. So you have a little bit of flexibility to kind of, customize it your way, but also you have the support of everybody that's doing it with you, because, human nature is when you work out with a bunch of people, you work out harder, easier to show up, you start making connections, and the more connections you have, the better you'll do. And that kind of goes across the board with anything in life. When the more you're connected, the better results you get. Yeah. And the last thing, Adrienne, I want to hit on, or I want to ask you, I need to know, like, what is one piece of advice that you could give to anyone who may be where you were at 4 months ago when you started your journey? Like, they may not know where to start, or they may not know, just anything that you think, knowing what you know now and being what you considering what you've accomplished, what is one piece of advice you could give to someone who may be looking to take that journey?
Well, and I would take that back to one of the first conversations that you and I had when you asked me, like, why are you here? Why do you want to do this? And my why could quite likely be different than somebody else's. For example, one of my whys is, I have some hereditary, health issues that I need to make sure that my weight stays at bay. That may not be somebody else's why. So
Yeah.
figure out what your why is and write it down and look at it every day. Like I keep my list of my whys and my goals attached to my computer monitor. I see it every day. And so, my why may be different than somebody else's. Whatever your why is, just write it down and look at it, because it'll be staring you at the face when you're like, oh, I'm too tired to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You're like,
reminder.
Yeah. So that would be my suggestion, is just truly understanding why you want to go on this journey.
Yes. Okay. Well, just to kind of recap that, I think that's very good advice, because we all are motivated by different things. For you, it may be different than someone else, but having that why, and you also spoke about the accountability, having that coach or that group that will support you along the way, so that when it's not your day or your best day, you have that why written somewhere in your face. It could be your computer monitor, others it may be the mirror, but having that constant reminder of your why. I think that's some very good advice, and I appreciate that advice, and I hope it resonates with anybody that hears or sees this video, because we really want to emphasize the importance and the bigger effect that working out and living healthy can have on your life. Okay. Thank you for everything, Adrienne. I'm going to let you go, and I'll see you in the future. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Have a good one. All right.
You too.
Bye-bye.